Good morning, family. Welcome to a brand new week and also a brand new month. Woo! It is the month of June. New beginnings begin, family. We get the opportunity to start it all over again. What are your goals for the month of June? Have you thought about it? Did you think about what you did last month? How much more of that do you want to do in this brand new month of June? This is day one. You got the opportunity to start it fresh, start it strong, hit the pavement running, and don't look back. Well, family, we have dialed into the team effort lifestyle call, and this is your host, Pastor Denise McDowell, along with my business partner, Pastor Del Wafer. The line is open. Go right ahead. Introduce yourself. Where are you calling in from?
DC in the house. Charge! Let's go!
Good morning.
Oh, feeling good. Let's rock and roll. The month's starting off.
That's right, Robert. This is the month of June. Let's get it going.
Let's get it cranked up. Let's crank it up.
Denise Moore, Ohio. All right, Denise. I know you're ready for the brand new month. I know you're ready.
Yes.
Well, good to hear you this morning, bright and early. Welcome. Keep it coming, family. Who is with us this morning?
Jesse Belden, Pentagon.
All right, Jesse Belden from the Pentagon. How are you, Jess?
Hey, outstanding, Pastor Denise. Outstanding.
I know you.
Can't wait to get this new week started.
Ooh, let's get it started right now. No need to wait. Let's get it started right now. What are we waiting on?
That's right.
Come on, family. Who's ready to get it started? Who's with us this morning? Keep it coming. This is a team effort lifestyle call where you hear things that will move you from facts to faith to action. The line is open, family. Come on. Give us your name. Where are you calling in from?
Good morning, Dr. D. Paul Jackson from Heights, Maryland. Pick a spot. We're going to the top non-stop.
You got that right, Mr. Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Lord will let you know that's where we're going, to the top non-stop.
Another place. I am great. I'm excited. This is a brand new month. We get to take what we did last year and duplicate it this year. Not last year. This last month. Duplicate it this month, and we can start right now. Right now. No excuses, right, Paul?
That's right. No excuses. None taken.
Straight to the top all the way.
All the way.
Come on, family. Who else is with us this morning? Who else is with us? Go right ahead and introduce yourself. And I know some of you are down in from work, and like Jesse kind of whispered, this is Jesse calling from the Pentagon. So I know some of you. You see, he's whispering. So if you want to whisper, I might be able to hear you. I'm going to mute out in just a minute. So if you haven't, go right ahead. Give me your name. Where you calling in from?
This is Carla.
John Joseph, Emeraldale, California.
Good morning, John Joseph. How are you, sir?
We are doing wonderful out here. You guys want to keep Sister Renetta Hall in your prayers. She lost her dad, so keep her in your prayers.
Okay, we will do just that. We will keep Annetta Hall and her family in our prayers. We most certainly will. Thank you for sharing that with us, John.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Well, family, I'm going to mute out just a second. Someone else is trying to introduce himself. Who is that?
Good morning, Cincinnati.
Next one. I hear Cincinnati's in the house. Welcome. Is that Lynn?
Good morning, Good morning, Pastor Denise. This is Maria from Santa Maria, California.
Ooh, Maria, girl, you all blew it up this weekend in California. My goodness.
Oh, yes. We had a wonderful event last Saturday. It was just gorgeous. There was a lot of excitement. Unbelievable.
Well, look, hopefully we'll be able to hear about that tomorrow from you, okay?
Yes, we will.
I'm looking forward to that. Thank you for being here this morning. I looked up everything on Facebook with the Spanish team in California just blew it up. Stop. It was, my goodness. job.
The conference is now in presentation mode. Your line is muted.
It was a packed house. People were lined up getting in the building to hear all about Team Effort Network. And I'm loving the lines that we're seeing. I'm telling you, family, the word is spreading in regards to 10. The word is spreading, and it's spreading rapidly. So continue to do what you're doing. You're really getting the word out, and people are hungry. They're starving for what we have. You know, I had a great weekend. I was driving along the highway, and I looked over and I saw these two ladies out there, and they were just jogging. It was so hot, and they were jogging. I could tell they were wanting to be healthy and maybe trying to shed some pounds. And I made a U-turn. I came back, and I pulled up a little bit ahead of them and got out my car, and I whipped out my business cards and my flip chart, and I took about maybe a few minutes of their time just to tell them about the 10 oil vitamin sprays. I said, ladies, I see you're out here jogging, working out, taking care of yourself. So honestly, you like good health. I have something that's just going to help you only enhance what you're doing. I gave them the still on the vitamin sprays. They loved it. They liked it. They took the information. And now they're prayerfully able to be my guest at the TTP this Thursday. Family, I'm telling you, I'm excited about Team Effort Network, and that people really are looking for it. They want it. They understand vitamin supplements. They understand the importance of supplementing. And the vitamin sprays, when you tell them it's in a spray form, it's the win-win situation. People want what we have. So get the word out there. Do not be intimidated or freedom about sharing with anyone. Just have your cards with you, your business card, a flip chart, something that you can show. But remember, don't take too much of the time. Always be in a hurry. That's another what you have is exciting. And they're going to want to catch up with you to find out more of what's happening in Team Effort Network. So I'm going to pause right here and bring on my business partner, two-star Executive Founding Member, Pastor Del Wafer. Are you there this morning, sir?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can. How are you this morning?
I'm doing wonderful. Looking forward to this great call today with Coach Nikisha Bond. And I tell you, if you just keep the excitement, like you said, keep your focus on how many people we can help, how many people we can help lose weight, how many people we can help their overall health improve. Keep the focus on what's important. And the more people we can help, the more lives will change, the more money we make. Don't chase money. Chase after people who are in need of having their lives change, and be the resource, be the connector to help them change their lives. So, we have the tools, we have the vehicle. Get in the vehicle, start driving it. It's going to take you where you want to go, where you want to go. But you got to get in this vehicle, and you got to drive.
Right. Put the pedal to the metal and let's go. That's right. Well, let's bring in our coach for today. What are the tools we can add to our toolbox as we put our pedal put the pedal to the metal. Are you ready to go? Let's welcome to the call, Coach Nikisha Bond. Nikisha, are you there?
Vroom, vroom, vroom. Right here.
Right.
Go, Pastor Denise.
That's right, girl. Let's go.
Pastor Dale, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Keisha?
I'm doing wonderful. Good morning. Good morning. We had a great event this weekend. I'm so tired. I lost my voice. We had lots of people out there. It was awesome. We had a great event. I'm so excited. And I'm super excited about this training today because, sometimes we do these trainings and I think, I feel like I've said this over and over and over again. But you know what? There's only a few key things that you have to keep in mind when running this business. This business is super, super simple. And so we're going to be talking about that today. Are you ready to go, Pastor Denise and Pastor Dale?
I'm ready. Pen in hand.
All right. So you guys are going to have to forgive me a little bit. My voice is a little bit hoarse. But today we're going to be talking about duplication. And we have talked about this before. Yes, I know. But this is so important to your business. It's one of the cornerstones of network marketing. Otherwise, you're just working a job. And we're all here for the same reason. Well, at least I think we're all here for the same reason. One is, of course, we want to change people's lives. We want to get people healthy and feeling better. But most importantly, we want that financial freedom. Don't you want to be able to get up in the morning and do what you want to do, go where you want to go, don't have an alarm clock, just go where the wind takes you and have the money to do so? Well, if you don't duplicate in your network marketing business, you'll just end up working a job because you'll just be usually constantly having to do activities and not being able to sit back and watch your business run on its own. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. And I'm rushing a little bit just because I have to end a little early, Pastor Denise, so I want to make sure I get out of here on time. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started. Thanks, Pastor Denise. Okay. So Donald Trump once said on David Letterman that if he lost everything and had to start all over again, he'd find himself a great network marketing company and get to work. And that's really, really important because Donald Trump is a billionaire, you guys, and he's saying that network marketing is probably one of the greatest wealth-building platforms that's out there. And so duplication is the cornerstone because it's really, really important that you have a system because systems duplicate, but people cannot. You know, have you ever met someone who's just so amazing and they're just so talented and you hear them and you're just in awe by them and you want to join their network marketing company? And if you join, that's great. But here's the thing, if they don't teach you all the things that they know, they don't teach you what's made them successful, you won't be successful. So even though it's great to follow magnanimous leaders, people who are just exciting and, you know, charismatic and get you wrapped up in it, if there's no system behind it, if there's no blueprint, you're not going to be able to duplicate, which means you're not going to be able to grow your network marketing business the way that we all want to. And one of the great draws of network marketing is leveraging. It's being able to only recruit 2 people and grow a multi-million-dollar business starting with 2 people. And so when you're able to leverage other people's efforts to build wealth for yourself, that leaves you time and freedom to do all the things in your life that you really, really want to do. And the important thing of duplication is really simplifying the process for your new team members, helping them to create success early on as opposed to coming and going all the time. So what that means is that you want to get people in, you want to teach them the system so that they can start making money right away, sharing that opportunity with other people, and they can start making money right away. And then you look on TV, and you know what, Pastor Denise, this is so funny. When I was looking on Facebook, I saw all the people from the event they had this Saturday coming in, and I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't know 10 was having a dance. Somebody told me they were having a dance party out there, and you can just see how much fun that is. And part of that is not that one person went out there and invited all those people, because you know how much marketing expense it would cost to invite all those people and get all of them in one event at the same time. So if you're looking at that event and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know that many people. How am I supposed to get that many people to come to my event? That's what duplication does. That's what leveraging other people's time is, because you get 2. And then if they invite 2 and those people invite 2 and those people invite 2, now you have a huge party of people and you really only had to work with 2 people. So let's talk a little bit more in depth about duplication. What do I mean when I'm talking about duplication? It's really about building a system. I know I've said this before, but I think McDonald's is a great example. Because whenever you go into McDonald's, I mean, most people there are in their teenagers. But McDonald's is a multi-billion-dollar company. And I don't know about you, but if I had a multi-billion-dollar company, you know, my son just turned 14, I don't know if I'd be in charge of running my multi-billion-dollar company. But the reason they can do this has a very system. In fact, you can go and if you ever really, watch them behind the counter, you'll see how automated everything is. They orders a drink, they put in what it is, and it goes and automatically pulls down the right cup, puts in the right amount of drink. All they have to do is slap a lid on it and give it to the customer. That's a duplicate because you don't have to teach anybody a soda mixer or someone who manufacture cups. Is teach someone how to run the system. And that's what we want to do with our business. We want to simplify it enough so new people come through. We're teaching them something that is really, really easy and that they can duplicate. Here's a really, really good example. So let's say that you have a new prospect and you're talking to them and they ask you, wow, your opportunity sounds great, but are you making money? Now, a lot of people would say, oh, yes, I'm making X amount of money every single month. This is great. You should join it. Aren't you excited? And that sounds great to the prospect, right? Because you're making money. That's not duplicatable, because what happens is that when they join the business based on you making thousands of dollars a month and someone asks them who just joined the business, because remember, they're going to just be brand new. They're not going to be making any money. They're going to go and talk to their first prospect, and that prospect's going to ask them the same question, and then what are they going to say? And so we have to set people up for success. So the right answer would be my upline team is incredibly successful. They've developed a large organization. They're working with more like-minded people. And so that teaches people that even if you are making thousands of dollars a month, when you say my upline, that new person that you're involving in the opportunity, now they know a script that they can say that'll be applicable to them. Nobody's lying when we say that our upline is very successful. You guys see the pictures on Facebook, you hear all the leaders, you hear all the stories, so you already know that your upline is successful. And that's all that you need to teach a new person. So when we're talking about duplication, it's not just in what you do, but it's also in what you say. And so let's talk about a couple of activities that really, really help us to duplicate. The first one, I think probably the most important one in network marketing, which you'd be so surprised how many people sometimes don't do this, is just to be a product of the product. You know, a lot of people join this opportunity because they want financial freedom, and that is absolutely great, and that's exciting. But here's the thing. If you can't talk about and have your own testimony with the product, and it doesn't have to be a life-changing testimony, just, I feel better, I have more energy, I sleep better at night. Those are all great testimonies. But if you don't have one of those, it's going to be really hard to grow your business, because at the end of the day, you're asking people to spray something in their mouth, to consume something, to ingest something. They want to make sure that it hasn't killed you and your children. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, really important for people to be products of the products. That's the most important thing. And don't forget the retail aspect, because these are at such a great price point that it's easy to retail this product. And you are going to find people who only want to use the product. We have to love them, guys. We don't want to throw away people who just can't see the vision of the business opportunity. If they want to pay retail prices, we have to oblige them and let them pay those retail prices and make our profits, ladies and gentlemen. So you don't want to discount being a product of the product. You don't want to discount retail customers. But I can't overemphasize enough being a product of the product, because really, people truly need to know that you've tried the product and that you have results, because then that's easy to duplicate. If you've tried the product and you have results, then I should try the product and I'll get results. But if you haven't tried the products and you don't have any results, why should I try the products? Because I don't think I'm going to have any results. So that's really, really important. It's such an easy duplicatable step. So if your auto ship has lapsed, or if you have some new team members who are like, oh, you know, let me get the product pack and then I'll think about the auto ship later, you got to go back to them and say, this is part of running your business. You know, you wouldn't start a business at McDonald's and say, oh, you know what, I'm going to go get cups later. I don't need them. We're just going to worry about cups when somebody asks for some cups. No. We get cups ahead of time because we anticipate that people are going to need cups. So be a product of the product. Number 2, I'm not going to let you get away without having some type of personal development in here. You know why this is really, really important? I was really thinking about it. I mean, there's so many different reasons why this is so important. It's probably why it's like a cornerstone of one of the things I love to talk about. It's because you're talking to people who are transitioning from an employee mindset to a business owner mindset. And that's really a hard transition to make. When you've been used to going into work and people tell you what to do, how to do it, when to use the bathroom, when to go to lunch, what time to come in, what time to leave. And now you're telling someone, here's all the freedom in the world. Go out there and organize your time and go out there and talk to customers. Be accountable for what goes on in your business. I think that's probably one of the most important things, because when you're an employee, whether the business goes up and down, you don't really care that much as long as you get your paycheck at the end of the week. But when you're a business owner, you have to manage those fluctuations. Have I followed up with people? Have I gone out there and networked with people? Have I gotten any new business cards today? Do I have enough inventory? How is my sales going? Oh, this new product came out. Do I have enough inventory of that? These are all things we have to think about as a business owner. And when you're transitioning, you need that personal development to guide you there. And here's one of the things I hear across the board from every single leader, that regardless of whether or not their business made the kind of income that they wanted it to make, what they learned from being in network marketing, what they learned from personal development, from reading all of these books that we recommend, from really just immersing themselves in the process of positive thinking, watching your words, being intentional, having goals, has changed their life forever. And so that's a step that really, if you really take advantage of that, even if you leave network marketing, you say, you know what, that didn't turn out the way that I wanted to, you're going to take those skills with you for the rest of your life and apply them to every aspect of your life. And that's so important, because you should be changing as a person. You should come into this business and leave the same way that you came in. You should come in, you should grow, you should find more about yourself, more about the business world, and maybe you decide this isn't for you. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it's going to change you, and you want to allow that. And the only way that's going to happen is when you institute that personal development, not only for yourself, but also for your team, because it's great that you go back and you take these trainings back to them. But it's even better if you teach them how to fish. Remember that. That's what we're trying to do right now. So another one is number 3, sponsor, don't recruit. This is a really important distinction because we should always, always, always continue to sponsor. But we don't want to just recruit. Recruiting and sponsoring, here's the difference. If you're just recruiting, it means you're just signing people up. Okay, go to my website, sign up. Okay, great. I'm glad you're on board. Thank you. Have a nice day. That's recruiting. You're just getting people into the business and hoping that they learn how to fly on their own. Sponsoring is when you say, I'm going to make a commitment to you to help you to reach your goal. That's sitting down and having the mastermind meeting, showing them where all the tools are at, training them on where they can access different things, showing them the system, telling them how to retail. Everything that you've learned so far in this business. And if you're saying, well, I just joined yesterday and this person is signing up today, that's when you reach up to your sponsor and your upline to get additional help. But this is, really, really important that you invest in your new distributors. Why do we want to do that? Because when people can come into this business and they can make money really, really quickly, or feel like they understand the business and they're plugged in and they're connected with the team, they're going to stay on this business a lot longer than someone who just comes in, gets frustrated because they don't know how to run this business, they don't see any success, they don't feel like they have any help, they don't feel like they have any support, and then they just quit. Because the great thing about network marketing is it's a small fee to get in, but then again, it's just a small fee to get in. So it's easy for people to get out. If you spent $20,000 to join this opportunity, you would not quit, right? So you made a return on that investment. $500, a lot of people are like, okay, well, maybe I'll just try something else. And that's why it's so important that we sponsor people, take responsibility for them, say, I'm going to be with you for the next 30 days, walking you step by step. You're going to do this, 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 this. Help them start their first TTP. Go to their first TTP with them. Be there for them. Support them. And if you're sponsoring people who are, not in your area, we have so many great tools. You have the MVT tools, my video talk tools that you can use, where you can use the boardroom, you can use the emails, all those different tools. You have Skype. There's so many technology tools out there that there's no reason that we can't sponsor people and show them the way to success. Because again, this is what duplicates, because if I help you earn money really, really quickly, then you're going to help them earn money really, really quickly, and so on and so on and so on and so on. The next one. Oh, well, we already talked on the next one. Number 5, 10 tasting parties. These are so important. People love to see the products, to taste the products, put them in their mouth, ask questions. And a great opportunity for them to do that is a 10 tasting party. And when you're first starting out and you have one in your home with people that you know, it's just really, really easy to share these products, share how they worked for you, allow people to try the products, tell them more about the business, help answer any questions that they have. And right then and there, you can get them signed up in the business, start the first sponsoring and training, so you can do everything that you need to do this business in one event. That's why they're so powerful. And I didn't realize that at first, because sometimes people think, oh, I don't want to have a party at my house. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. But imagine if you could take everything that you do in your business and roll it up into one event. Prospect to someone, get them in there, tell them about the products, let them try the products. They get excited. You already have them there. You enroll them, you train them, and then the next week they have their party, and now they're starting to make money. So you can see how these events just really kick off your business to the next level, versus let's say that you met person one by one by one, and now you have to do a one-on-one with this person and a one-on-one with that person and a three-way call with this person. It just condenses the time frame when we use these TTP parties the way that they're supposed to. And again, it's easy to duplicate because most of us have a home. I'm not going to say we don't all, but most of us have a home or somewhere where we can bring people back. And it's really, really easy that if you know someone, to invite them back to your house to hear about something that you just got started in that you're super, super excited about. So again, TTPs are really, really powerful just because you condense time frames. Another one, I don't know what number I'm on. Don't worry about it. Use the tools. You guys just saw we had a new tool that just came out last week, teameffortnetwork.biz/lifestyle club. It's amazing opportunity video. We also have other videos. You have the winwith10.com video. You can go also have the thwsolution.com. That's www.thewsolution.com. There's a video on there when you click video. All of these are tools that are easy to duplicate. Why? Because when you meet someone and they're asking you about these products or they're asking you about these opportunities, you can send them to a website that's going to explain everything to them, that you don't have to do the explanation. And that's easy to duplicate, because if I'm just joining a business and you show me a video, and now when I'm getting trained with you and you say I'm going to show them a video, that's easy. If I'm new, that's easy. I don't have any problem doing that. Just tell me the website link and I'll go ahead and send it on. And that's what we want to make it easy for people to just keep following the system. And so using the tools is a big, big part of that. And sometimes we don't use the tools. Sometimes we want to explain everything. And I have to caution everyone against that. And the only reason I can say that is because this was my problem. So I usually don't tell you guys anything that just wasn't already my problem to begin with, or things that I'm already working on, because I could explain the business and I could explain the compensation plan, I could explain the products, and you would just see people's eyes go wide, 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 and go blank. That's what you would see. Wide, 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 go blank. Because you can just overload them with so much information that they're thinking in their mind, not about the information that you're sharing. They're thinking, how am I supposed to do this? Am I supposed to tell everybody I know all this information? Oh, my goodness, that's so overwhelming. How many books did she read? Is she a nutritional specialist? I'm not a nutrition specialist. How am I supposed to do all that stuff? It just freaks everybody out. But when you say, hey, yeah, I got these amazing sprays. You know, I used to have acid reflux really, really bad, but now I don't. Here, watch this video to explain more. Okay, that's really, really easy. I just told my story and shared a tool. That's easy and that's duplicatable. And then the last thing is we want to make sure that people get plugged in. You know, we all have to be very, very thankful to Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale Memo and his team, Maria, you know, Mr. T, and all the people who do calls, because they've made our lives really, really easy, ladies and gentlemen, because now you don't have to have your own personal call. We don't all have to be leaders having our own calls. We can all draw people back to this call, again, duplicatable, and get people plugged into the system. Why is it important for people to plug into the system? Because you might not always be there. There might be a day where you have someone who's going through something and all they can do, they can't get up and talk to anybody or share the products or post on Facebook, but they can get in and they can listen on the call. And then all of a sudden they hear something on the call that, boop, that gets them into action, gets them motivated, gets them excited, and then they start running away, going on in their business. Now imagine if you weren't there and they didn't have a place to be plugged in. What do you think would happen to them? They would get frustrated and they would quit. There's many distributors who have just quit because their sponsor wasn't available to them and they couldn't get plugged into a system. So getting plugged into a system, again, this breeds that duplication, because now you're not having to manage people. You've kicked them off. You've got to help them make money. You've got them knowing where all the tools are, how they can run their business, got them plugged into a call, and now they're running on their own and they're plugging other people into the system. So again, remember, and you know, this whole duplication thing is just so important to our business, because the goal is to be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it, and to be able to have a business where you can sponsor people in, get them trained, and have them go off and be independent distributors. That's really the holy grail. And when you can get to the point where you're duplicating at that level, that's when you're going to see massive changes in your business. So remember, our goal is not to go out there and sponsor everybody in the world, although you want to keep sponsoring every single week. It's really to sponsor the right people, get them set up the right way, and have all these systems in place so that everybody can just keep duplicating. So we're all millionaires sitting back on the beach arguing over whose plane we're going to take home. That's where we want to be at. Right, Pastor Denise? I'm going to throw it back to you guys.
That's right. I love it. Nikisha Bond, thank you so very much. And duplication really is the key word. It's a brand new month. This is the first day of the month of June. And I was thinking when you said that, when you said duplication, if you think about everything that you did last month, to duplicate that, you want to duplicate that. But what you want to do is, you know, say for instance, your monthly residual for last month. To double that, all you would do is just have everyone on your team, to bring in one new person for the month of June. It's an easy, duplicatable system. Everyone on your team if they just bring in one new person for the month of June, then that will double what you did last month. It's just how easy it is. It's so simple that it's easy. Nikisha, so thank you for that, for bringing out for the first month of June the word duplication. And I would suggest that you think about that. Just have everyone call a team meeting. Everyone commit to bringing in one new person for the month of June, and watch how we would just grow. And Nikisha, when you talked about being a product of the product, I'm telling you, one of the best stories that we can share when we do our TCP or when we're telling prospects about the company is that it started with the owners, Melanie and Gil. Remember? Austin had a deficiency in vitamin D. So they got Austin on the vitamin D. And as a result, they started taking the vitamin sprays themselves. So the owners of the company, even before thinking about marketing vitamin sprays, started taking the sprays themselves, got the results, and realized we cannot keep this for ourselves. This is incredible. We've got to share this. Did the research and discovered no one was marketing vitamin sprays. So that is a powerful story right there. When you can share that the owners of the company did not just start this to make a profit, but because of the benefits that they received from increasing their vitamin D level and from taking the vitamin sprays. That alone right there speaks volume about team effort. So, Nikisha, thank you once again for getting us going for the week. I am going to Pastor Dell. Pastor Dell, you have anything for Coach Nikisha before we let her go? Pastor Dell, are you there? What are we going to do with Nikisha? What are we going to do with it?
I think you just went into, he might have just stepped out, so I think you're just going to go on to the quote.
Okay, well, Nikisha, like I said, thank you. I love everything you brought to the table today. I love the word duplication. I'm just thinking, family, just everybody on your team. Bring in one new person for the month of June, and you are there. You're there. Let's go out to the UK, Dr. Anita Poole, with our quote for the day. Dr. Poole, are you there?
I am here. Can you hear me okay, Denise?
I can. How are you today?
I am great. I am great. And that was great training, great comments. Absolutely fantastic, Nikisha. And, you know, drive, it is all about driving because, exactly as Dale said, because we've got something absolutely phenomenal. You know, I saw a film the other day at the weekend. One of the ways I try, when I need to relax is just to switch off and watch a good film. But the film that I like to see is something that's completely natural, got great scenery, great ethics, you know, something that's really inspiring, just like Team Effort Network is so incredibly inspiring. And actually, when I looked at it, I thought about TEN and the natural oral sprays. You know, it was dated, you know, back in the days of the pioneers when the Americans, you know, were living the pioneering dream basically and going out into barren areas and literally farming the land, living very simply. But, you know, it was so healthy and they took responsibility for their health. The doctor had to do his rounds over vast distances, so the doctor could only visit that area about once a month. And if you missed him or you were ill in between that month, and it was like that worldwide, you could die, literally, you could die if you didn't look after your health. And so people put priority on their health, on fresh air, on exercise, on eating natural, good, home-cooked foods grown from the land, chicken, beef, absolutely reared from the land. And when I looked at it, it's a completely different lifestyle to what we have now, where people just have expectations of their health without taking responsibility for their health, where we have manufactured food, even our animal products, even our vegetables, our fruit, so much of it is so completely processed. So much of it has insecticides, pesticides. So much of it is bulk reared and not actually reared on the land. And actually, we've gone backwards in some ways with our health. Yes, it produces quantities of food, but people are eating too much. They're eating the wrong things. They're not taking responsibility for their health. They just, their expectation of medicine and healthcare is so incredibly irresponsible when actually we could take more responsibility for our health by putting inside us natural substances. And that's where the TEN sprays come in. It's literally natural substances. I saw some documentaries recently where the way food is taken all around the world has changed so dramatically. You know, in Africa actually used to have, and remembering that we have a worldwide opportunity here, Africa used to have a very simple, very fresh diet. Now that's changing with fast food going in there. Asia used to have an incredibly healthy, home-cooked, very fresh diet, which often had spices and herbs in it that actually had health-giving properties. For example, coriander seeds can actually bring down temperature. Fennel seeds can actually help with digestion. Cumin can actually aid with digestion. Fenugreek is a blood purifier. Turmeric has antiseptic and healing properties. So it was well known in the past and in ancient times that plant substances, herbs, etc., could have, berries, all of these types of things could have healing properties, could have well-being properties. And unfortunately now, Asia, like the West, all the fast food has moved in there, and they've got an increased risk of diabetes, they've got obesity coming in, they've got high cholesterol, high blood pressure. All the issues that we see in the West is now happening in the East. And obviously we're seeing it 100 times worse in the West as well. So worldwide, we've got a huge problem. Even in South America, where, you think your beef comes from great, cows roaming the land in America, in South America. Argentina were one of the biggest beef producers. Now those cows don't graze on the land, basically, on the huge prairies that they have. Not even in the UK, on the beautiful, huge green fields. They're fed on fields and fields and fields that have been converted to produce corn and soya to feed livestock. The livestock are often indoors and they're being fed on these kinds of products, the soya and corn fed. And in them often is antiseptics and antibiotics and pesticides. So it's going through the livestock into us, basically. So, it's really, really important to protect our health. We can detoxify ourselves with the fantastic Super 10, with the fantastic Cell Energy, which has great antioxidants. We can boost our immune system, address our blood pressure, diabetes. We don't claim to treat, cure, or prevent, but we know our vitamin D, our vitamin B, our Slim by 10, our Cell Energy, our Super 10, they've all been helping people. So, we're living in an age now where people are looking carefully at even what's in the beauty products that they put on their skin, because often it's producing eczema and other toxic illnesses. Well, some of those products are actually in even the food that we eat. So it's really, really, really important to have our TEN sprays. And if we're wanting to, help our metabolism, perhaps slim down, improve our fiber, improve our gut bacteria, it's really important to consider taking our Trim by 10. So, every single trend out there that's happening in the world, folks, we've got something huge and we've got to tap into it. So, Tommy Hilfiger said, hard work, drive, and passion. It's possible to achieve your American dream. Just what Dale was saying, drive. It's all about drive. So, the quotes, a lot of them are going to be about drive. Luke Bryan said, just really, really believe in what you're trying to do. Don't let people alter that. Let people advise you and lead you down paths to make smart business decisions, but trust your instinct and trust that overwhelming drive that made you put all your dreams and everything there in front of you. Jack Welch said, good business leaders create a vision, articulate that vision, passionately own that vision, and relentlessly drive it to completion. And lastly, Dennis Waitley said, success is almost totally dependent upon drive and persistence. The extra energy required to make another effort or try another approach is the secret of winning. So look at what you're doing, amend it if it needs amending, plug into the calls, plug into the team, plug into the teamwork, but most importantly, persist and drive your business. Back to you, Denise.
Thank you, Dr. Anita Poole from the UK. Thank you so very much. Family, thank you for being here today. Let's take the advice from Nikisha Bond. Duplicate, families. It's very simple. a simple system to duplicate. It's the meat of our business. Get two to get two to get two. That's how we work here. And family, I don't know if you have seen the new video that is sent out by corporate, but if you have not seen it, please sit down, take the time, and look at that video. Talk about duplication. Just take that one and sit down with a prospect or a friend or someone that you want to share how they can benefit from sharing, and let them see that benefit. It tells you so simple and so easy how you can simply qualify to win a car. That is the most simplest way you can explain to someone. So if you haven't seen it, please go to your back office or check the Team Method Network Facebook page to get the new video that has come out from corporate. It is amazing, simply awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. You should be sharing it with everyone. I would even say that included in your TTP. If you cannot explain the compensation plan, if you cannot explain how to win a car, show that DVD. It tells it. It speaks for you. Put it to use. Don't forget to also go to the corporate Facebook page and like that page, and that way you will always get the updates of what's coming from corporate. Don't forget to join Maria this morning and the Spanish team at 9:10 a.m. Pacific, that's 12:10 Eastern, to get your Spanish-speaking guests on so they can hear about the amazing event that took place in California. My goodness, it was just breathtaking. Looking at the pictures and the videos that they posted on Facebook, my goodness, and the cars that were being won, it was just incredible to just watch that. So much power, so much energy, and acknowledging that took place this weekend in Santa Maria, California, where the event took place. Well, family, a wonderful, wonderful call. Be back with us again tomorrow morning as we continue to grow strong here at Team Method Network, knowing that we're going 50 million in just a few short months. I sure hope you're on board and that your focus and your goals are set, because we are going, 2015 is the year, and you want to be there when it happens. Love you, family. Love you. You are loved. You are appreciated. God bless you all. Have a prosperous day on purpose. Mwah.